Hello, good morning. We are live, apparently. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, definitely a Monday. We're a little bit late, but that's okay. I've got my coffee. Hopefully, you have a beverage as well. What are we drinking? Do we have some coffee, some tea? I don't know. And we are going to be doing our Monday goal setting live stream, and we're going to talk a little bit about midterms because they are coming up pretty quick, pretty quick. So let me know what you are drinking if you have some coffee as well. Like I said, I have some coffee. And we need it this morning because it is autumn. We have had some gorgeous weather. And just out of nowhere, it decided to suddenly become autumn. And I don't know if I consent to that. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me grab my planner. Let me move my stuff over. Let's get into what we are up to for the week. If you do not have a planner that you want to write in, I also have a printable goal setting planner down in the description. You will be able to use it to follow along flawlessly. It's free, it's in the description if you are so inclined. Otherwise, grab your planner and we can move on over. Let me set up the camera though. And should we stick should we stay in the corner? We can stay in the corner. Okay, so this should show us. Are we okay? Are we okay? Okay, so we are showing what we need to be showing. And oh, you can come a little bit closer. We can turn this a little bit sideways. Actually, no, we're gonna take this off for now. Let me just take a peek. Okay, we're good. We're good. We've caught up. We've caught up with all the movement. Alrighty. So the first thing we should do is reflect on last month's goals. OMG, we are multitasking. We are doing all of the things this morning. And we are doing it well. So let me grab my highlighter. This is the highlighter I use for this. Love it. It's a gray highlighter. We are looking at the brands here. I know everybody loves to know the brands. Um, I love this one. It's got like these little tips on it. If you can see, they're like guide tips. Absolutely love it. But I always go over it twice because it's so pale. Like for the gray, it's just so pale. So I have to go over it twice. I did read chapter 8, which is what we're getting ready to go through. So my goals for last week were to finish my essay, did it, complete corp fi assignment, did it, and the practice problems. I did read chapter 8. I finished last night. So let's check that off. All of my goals for last week done. I'm so happy. I'm super proud of myself. And we are going to also add payroll on here. Um, as a reward for getting all of my chores that I needed to do done, I like spent pretty much the entire day last day doing as vegetable stew. So, yay. Nice little reward. We should also be rewarding ourselves when we actually achieve our goals. If I have not been kind of emphasizing that, I apologize. But make sure that you have like a little goal in mind and add it to your goals, especially for monthly goals. So this month I am really cracking down hard because next month is the sub box for the yearly planners, like for the planners for next year for cloth and paper. And I usually, it's either cloth and paper or hemlock and oak. Those are my two planners that I normally get. So I'm excited to see what their planner looks like this year, and then I can decide. But my reward for getting all my goals done this month is going to be my planner for next year, obviously. It's a little late to get a planner for this year. Well, it's never too late, but to get your best money's worth. Okay, so we want to put down emails every day. And Trello. I hope you are also taking this opportunity to fill out your planner as well. I don't fill all of 100% of my to-dos out, but there are a handful of things that I know I'm going to have to do ahead of time, and those are usually what I fill in. Pop it over, stick this up here. Normally, I am not, normally I don't have my phone as on, but today I am just waiting for a very, very important phone call. So we do what we can. We do what we can and we show up. Payroll is also on Friday. This is it's like a milk tea. It says milk tea. This is my highlighter for this month that I've been using. It's the color of milk tea. I love it. Okay, so let me just take a peek at my calendar. I started to look at it, but did I actually? Okay. Nope, that's good. Okay, that is good. So we're gonna go through. I also have. Did I look at Saturday, Sunday? Okay, nope. We're good. We're still good. We're still good. Okay, let me at least turn this down. We're gonna turn this down. There was recently an update on my phone and it changed like the whole like operating system. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it with a absolute passion. With like the fury of a thousand burning suns. Like I hate what they did. So much that I forgot what I was writing. And now I'm going to have to move the spot. I'm going to move it down because if I put highlighter over that, it will be the wrong color. Okay. So I have no homework due this week, but I do have a couple of things that we want to do. So first of all, we obviously have cutoff this week. Our workouts 3 times this week, workout 3 times. We have to do chapter 9. We have to read chapter 9. And what else is big? I really want to do a chapter, get a head start on the chapter 8 summary. Is that going to be my next goal, though? My last goal? I'm only setting 3 for this week. 5 was a little bit tight last week. I think that's going to be it. Now, you might ask, why is the chapter 8 summary so important? And I will explain as we go over and we carve out what study activities we're going to do for the week. And then I have today 1, 2. Okay, so those are my priorities. Today, my priority is cutoff. Like I said, I'm waiting on an important phone call, and today is the big work heavy day for me. So I am not stressing about adding any other activities other than what I already have on my plate. We will separate the homework assignments and stuff afterwards, but we can see that my study activities from last week did not really get done. We did read chapter 8, like I said, but we did not get to do a lot of the other study activities because I had so many other things going on. So I do still want to do the vocabulary for these chapters. I do want to do the MyLab problems for these chapters. I'm going to add those out, but I'm also going to add, where's my summary sheets? Grant diagram summary sheet. I'm also going to add the summary sheet for chapter 8. I think this is it here. Wait, let's see. Where's my ruler? So I'm just adding the summary sheet on for chapter 8. The reason I am doing that is because we do combine summary sheets as a homework assignment for like as a hand-in assignment for the class I'm taking. And I didn't do them chapter by chapter. I was really more focused on creating the notes for the classes, and I had a whole bunch of homework due last week. So that's where a lot of my time went. Oh, you can see the summary sheet. So we make these summary sheets for each kind of section of the class. But you see lots and lots of summary sheets, all corporate finance stuff. So much fun. But the problem is that I kind of waited to do it for this one until like right before, and I did all of the chapters at once. And that was very overwhelming when I was actually doing it. And I feel like I did not do a very good job on my summary sheet. Here you go. You can see it. So this time I want to be able to stay on top of it. So I want to work on my summary sheets for the individual chapters. So that way, when I'm pulling onto my big summary sheet, I can just pull what I need off of the other summary sheet. So that is basically the what it is that I want to do. So I'm going to leave this as it is. I'm only adding the one item, and I want to try and work on these plans. I'm not going to put them onto my what is it called? Into my planner as my goal, but these are basically me just being able to, when I'm ready to sit down, I can look at what I need to do and be done. The next thing I need to do is I also need to print off the articles for my I have another class. So for So I have a another essay coming up for another one of my classes, so I need to print off those articles so I can start reading those. Not quite as urgent, like they're something that I can work on more in the past, or sorry, not in the past, in the background, because that is not due until the end of the month, that essay. But I do want to start reading the articles and taking my notes and compiling my thoughts. So if you do want to also use an activity planner to start working out your study schedule, by all means, that should also be linked below. You can, it's linked everywhere. But yeah, that is it for me. Oh, midterms. I was saying that I wanted to chat for a second about midterms. So we'll have a 2-minute chat about that readjusting, and I already started. So for readjusting for midterms, that's basically what I was talking about is I noticed that I was getting overwhelmed. An area where I was getting overwhelmed was the summary sheets, even though they really help me and they are a thing that we have to hand in anyways. They're basically an assignment that floats around in the background. Every once in a while we have to hand them in for the chapters that we've gone on since we handed in the last one. And that is one of the areas that was getting a little bit overwhelming, just having to come up with um, that summary sheet on the fly, like going through like 3 or 4 chapters at a time, and then going back and trying to compile everything was big. So instead, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do because I already like to do summary sheets for the chapter. So I'm going to make sure that I keep up with my summary sheets in real time, and I'm going to start working backwards and going and working on those summary sheets going backwards as well. And that is just one small adjustment that I noticed. So it's one of those things where when you are planning your study sessions and you are going through and you're getting ready for midterms, notice the areas that you are getting overwhelmed in and make those tiny adjustments. It's okay to say that, I'm getting overwhelmed here, so I need to do more practice. Another thing, I was doing my practice problems. And then I was doing my assignment and I was realizing I'm kind of slow working through the problems. So now I know every day I need to try and work out an hour of problems. Let's actually, you know what? Let's put that into our goals for the week as well. Not today, but we're going to put that on our to-do list where we are going to work 1 hour equations, 1 hour. I'm just going to put do problems. And for me, it's because I'm making my way through it, but I'm moving a little bit slowly and I really need to speed up because again, midterms are coming up and you don't only have to be able to know what you're doing, you have to be able to get through it. And even if you know what you're doing, if you don't have enough time to finish the exam, then you're still going to run into those problems. So I'm putting it into my thing as the days go on. I will add it to my time blocking sheet. I have like a little time blocking sheet that I keep on my desk. Maybe we'll look at another day. And then I will work on what I need to work on that time. So that's it for today. Let me know what your goals are for the next week in the comments below, and I will see you again on next Monday. We'll be here at the exact same time. Alrighty, have a great day.